Dr. Nicole here, and I just wanted to invite you into my kitchen today while I make my Mediterranean chopped salad. So, this salad is my go to for any get togethers that we have, family gatherings, and just this is a great salad for like a cookout if you're grilling out or anytime you want something fresh and healthy. I also wanted to share with you something really exciting that we have going on at Daily Glow coming up soon. We are doing a free 10-day clean eating challenge. So if you're like most people and your summer was a little bit crazy, your schedules were all over the place, you're eating on the go, you're eating out more often, you're going to a lot of get-togethers, maybe you aren't eating your healthiest, right? It's really easy during the chaos of summer for healthy eating to take a back seat. So we wanted to just help people get back on track, clean things up, and do a little 10-day clean eating challenge. So I want to tell you about that as I make this salad. I already started chopping the vegetables a little bit so that you're not sitting here watching me chop veggies the whole time. But it's super easy. It's super fresh. So right on my cutting board, already chopped, I've got celery, cucumber, and cherry tomatoes. And the cherry tomatoes I just dice. Everything I just dice. And I'm going to dice up some bell peppers as well. I like to do like an orange or yellow bell pepper just for to add a little pop of color to the salad. But you can choose any type you like, or you can do multiple. Now, for the amounts of the veggies, it actually doesn't really matter that much because I think the beauty of this salad is in the dressing, or what makes it amazing is obviously all of the fresh chopped veggies, but the dressing really kind of brings all the flavors together. So don't worry too much about how much of each thing you need. And I think as long as you have some combination of these vegetables and you have the dressing, you're going to be golden. So, right now I'm just making a salad for Chris and I for this evening for dinner, and then I'll probably have some for leftovers tomorrow. But when I'm making a batch of this for a get together, I do a whole bunch. Like I just, pop up the amounts of all of these vegetables that I'm doing. Now, I also put riced cauliflower in this salad, and I'm lucky in that I live in a place where I have easy access to pre-riced organic cauliflower. But if you don't, it's okay because it's actually really easy to do on your own too. You just take however much cauliflower you want. I would say for a salad the size that I'm making today, I'd probably use a quarter of a head of cauliflower. But if I'm making a salad for a big get-together, I'd use at least a half of a head of cauliflower. And then you just pop it into either your blender or your food processor and pulse it until it has that rice-like consistency. So as I'm finished chopping this, I want to tell you a little bit more about the 10-day clean eating challenge. So essentially what we're doing for 10 days is we're ditching the things that kind of tend to be responsible for bogging us down and making us feel sluggish, fatigued, headachy. Maybe you're feeling foggy. Maybe you've gained a few pounds with the, chaos that summer brings. And ditching those things. So that'd be things like refined sugar, alcohol, and processed junk foods. Okay. So when I talk about processed junk foods, I'm talking about foods that are made with things like refined sugar and refined flours, processed refined flours, white flours, things like that. So that would be like and a lot of these are like convenience, quick snack foods. So chips, crackers, pretzels, things like that. So we're going to be ditching all that kind of stuff and just nourishing our bodies with healthy whole foods, right? So vegetables, quality sources of protein, fruits. And, when it comes to fruits, you do this how it feels best to you. But with sugars, one of the benefits of doing this type of thing is, clean eating challenge or just cleaning your diet up a little bit is to help stabilize your blood sugar. And so some fruits have a higher sugar content, things like pineapple. Those are going to be higher in sugars. So, I tend to like to stick to the berries because they're lower sugar fruits, and that's going to help stabilize your blood sugar a little bit better. there are ways that you can stabilize your blood sugar while eating things like pineapple, and I'll go through different tips like that during the challenge. But focusing on the lower sugar fruits is just a good idea in general for this type of challenge. So let's see. We're going to start with just adding the cauliflower to the bowl. And I'm probably going to use about a cup of rice cauliflower. And then I have my chopped bell pepper, my tomatoes, cucumbers, and celery. So I'm just going to pop those in. I hope I have a big enough bowl. Oh, I'm making a mess. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh my gosh, this is going everywhere. Okay. Now I'll get to making the dressing in just a second. So this challenge is going to be for anybody that is looking to just kind of get back on track with clean eating habits, right? So that literally can be anybody. I would say the one thing, if you're wondering like what kind of diet is it, there's no specific diet per se, but like I said, the only rules are going to be to avoid refined sugar, alcohol, and processed junk foods, and nourish your body with whole foods. So there's no specific diet that we're subscribing to during this, just eating whole, healthy foods. But I will say that the sample meal plan and the recipes that I share, now this is obviously a vegetarian vegan recipe, but the meal recipes and things like that are not going to be vegetarian vegan. I am a big fan of animal protein myself, and I find it helpful. It's what I use. So when I share recipes, a lot of times it's going to include animal products. So if you're a vegetarian or vegan, this probably isn't the you can still do the challenge and just eat your own way, avoiding the sugar, processed junk foods, and alcohol. But the recipes that I provide may not be the best fit for you. That said, you can still join us, certainly. It's just going to be a nice way to be in a community of people trying to eat as healthy as possible, right? So in addition to the guidance that I'll provide during the challenge, there is also a community forum that you'll have access to. So you'll be able to connect with others that are doing this, ask questions, get support. And then, like I said, I've got a sample meal plan in which I share recipes. I'll be doing different things on my Instagram channel and YouTube channels during the challenge to help give you more recipe inspiration and ideas and support you in that way as well. So we're going to make the dressing right now. And usually I don't measure when it comes to the dressing. I just like pour the things on to taste. But because I'm sharing this with you, I'm going to measure tonight. And generally I would say I do about a 1-to-1 between red wine vinegar and olive oil. And for this size salad, I'm probably going to use, I think I'm going to start with a quarter of a lemon. So we're going to juice a quarter of a lemon first. And now, again, I do this dressing recipe to taste. So if you do a quarter of a lemon, you're doing the side salad and you do a quarter of a lemon and you need a little more punch of flavor, add more lemon or vinegar. Okay, so we're going to add red wine vinegar. I'm going to fill this to about a little over a quarter cup. So it'll be about a quarter cup since I had some lemon juice in there. And then I do about the same amount of olive oil. Hopefully I have enough olive oil. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Now I also add salt and pepper. I would say salt, let's just start with a quarter teaspoon. And just a dash of pepper. You don't really need that much pepper. By the way, the Clean Eating Challenge, our 10-day Clean Eating Challenge, starts on August 16th. So we're starting on Friday. We're kicking this thing off on Friday. The link to join will be below. It's a free challenge. So again, you're getting guidance and support, some free recipes, a community of people that are also wanting to kind of get back on track with their clean eating habits. And, you know, really start the fall off with a bang. Start the fall off feeling your best. All right. We're going to stir this baby up. See how we're doing. Now, the other thing you can do, like I said, the amount of the vegetables doesn't matter so much. So if you, like I'm feeling like I probably would need to add a little more cauliflower in this because it feels like there's just not quite enough. Oh, you know what? I forgot the Kalamata Olives. That's another addition. So I'm going to grab my olives real quick. So Kalamata olives, again, it just like, it's that like classic Mediterranean flavor. So with the red wine vinegar and the olive oil, it's just so good. But I do want to taste test this to see if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough salt in there. Yep. Okay. So we're going to add a few olives. Let's use a clean spoon. And sometimes I'll chop these in half. I'm not going to do that today. So let's see. I talked about the style of eating. If you have any questions about what the clean eating challenge involves, comment below. Let me know. Let me know what questions you have about it, and I'll be happy to answer them. I'll be sharing more information during the week too, as the start date approaches, which is August 16th, and we'll kind of go from there. But generally speaking, you know, this is just a good way to get back to eating in a way that nourishes you well, kind of getting back on track. Like I said, you know, we're all like kind of heading into, whether you have kids or not, we're heading into a season where we tend to be in more routine, right? Like summers are just kind of all over the place because no matter if you have kids or not, Chris and I don't have kids. So we don't have the, you know, running kids to and from places, but we still have a lot. It seems like we've had a lot going on. So our schedules too have just kind of gotten out of whack just as a result of the things that summer brings. So you guys, look at this salad. This is so fresh, so healthy. This is one of those staples that's perfect for the clean eating challenge or anytime you want to clean things up a bit because it's so fresh, it's so good, it's tasty, and obviously super healthy, full of all the good things. This would be a good pairing for people that are already signed up for the challenge, or if you decide to sign up for the challenge, one of the days I mentioned in the sample recipe is to do a grilled marinated chicken with a side salad. This pairs so well with grilled marinated chicken. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And in the description box below is going to be the place to sign up. So make sure you join us for our free 10-day clean eating challenge, and I'll look forward to seeing you there. Thanks, friends. Bye.